So yeah, we've got a new. Obviously, we've been doing all these segments, but we've got a nice little segment on Indian Matchmaking Season 2. It came out a few weeks ago. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it already. It's an entertaining show to say the least. Seema Auntie, incredible character. But yeah, I mean, I guess the general gist of it, if you haven't seen the show, is the Indian culture. Was this matchmaking culture where you'd match families. Our parents' generation, I think the way a lot of them got married, they met for 5-10 minutes and then decided, let's get married from then on.
It's a arranged marriage.
So this is follows a matchmaker who's probably one of the most popular ones in India, and she goes around the world and matches these people. And there are some characters on the show that that are hilarious. So I mean, let's get started with one. Who do you want to start with? I mean, there's so many.
I know you got some stuff to say about Aparna.
Oh, Aparna. Oh, this girl. Now, she was in season 1, and she is the most just bland, boring girl. Oh my God. I mean, I think it was in season 1, she said she doesn't like a guy with a sense of humor. Like, who? What? What are we talking about here? Doesn't, I remember there was like a clip in season 1 where he was like, it's like, how do you feel about just relaxing for 10 days at a resort? And she's like, if you're relaxing for 10 days, I think something's wrong with you. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Okay.
But what about season 2, after the first date with this guy, she meets with an astrologer. She consults with an astrologer.
Dude.
And asks her if she should continue seeing this guy. When did your in-depth analysis after the first date with an astrologer?
She's had this sort of, her intro in season 2 was this like crazy, they're playing the slow music, all these zoom in shots to her in her apartment. It's like she took DMT like Aaron Rodgers and just had the spiritual awakening and was like, I found myself over the last 2 years. Okay, because people were just shitting on you on the internet for what you did in season 1. I mean, she's just like, she's a typical me person. She's like, if the guy doesn't like me, that's his problem. I like me. That's the quote. You got to run away with her. So, and now she's a matchmaker herself, right? So she's been single forever, and now she thinks that she can make people because she knows how it is. Okay, cool. Yeah.
What do you think of Viral?
Viral is hot, by the way. Let's just get that out of the way. Viral's a hot girl.
Yeah.
She is. But she's got way too many requirements. Now I'm just going to pull up her requirements. I'm going to run down this list one by one because homegirl has it coming. Okay, so these first ones will make sense, right? So he's Gujarati background, fluent in Gujarati. Fine. Older man, 33, 37, fine. Taller than 5'8". She's tall, I guess, so that makes sense. Hindu, debt-free, self-made man, like a doctor. That's all fine. This is where it gets really unfortunate. No smoking, no drinking, no partying. Okay, so you just want a fucking nerd who just sits down and does nothing. Great. Good for you, girl. Have a fun life. Stable and this is a funny one. I want a man who's stable and cool. What the fuck does that mean? I mean, it's just hilarious shit. Talking.
Did you see?
Yeah.
She took the guy to a furniture store on the first
date.
And he was like, "Why am I here?"
That day was a train wreck. That day was such a train wreck. And then he was like, he's the guy who was Jane, right? And he's like, I'm Jane Gujarati, and he's like, I just think it's a stricter Hinduism. And she's like, how? Tell me how.
And did you see? She said he quizzed on whether she's vegetarian. She didn't answer, and then she said, "I'm ovo-lacto semi-vegetarian." Dude, I'm vegetarian. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's new words every day. Every day. And she wants another. There's a few more left that are just incredible requirements. Can talk science-y. Okay. Knows, this is my favorite one. This is on a requirement, by the way. Knows Pilates. No,
Now, how many guys do you know who do Pilates?
I've never met a single one. Never met a single one. I mean, I know what it is, but I have no desire, nor do anyone I know, none of my guy friends, want to go do Pilates.
So Viral's not for you then?
Viral is not for me. That she scares me, honestly. Her and Aparna scare the shit out of me. So, I mean, just
in a bad way.
The other thing was, she compared dating to, was it like going to the moon? You know, she was like if she had all the requirements, and the matchmaker Seema auntie was like, you know, if you have all these requirements, I can't give you a guy that matches all this criteria. I can give you a guy that maybe matches like 75%. And then in her little confessional interview, she's like, someone tells me something's impossible, I'm gonna show them how to do it. We went to the moon. I'm like, hey, Viral, this is dating. We're not going to the fucking moon. Okay.
Yeah.
It's called talking to a man. That's it. Yeah. Great.
Wow. What about one of the guys, Akshay? So, dude, Akshay gets set up on this date, and Seema auntie, the matchmaker, before every date, she'll always say, I think this will be a very good match. This girl rocks up. She's vegetarian. Akshay owns a chicken farm. And she's like, I'm not big into meat. And that guy's like, well, dude, our family run a chicken farm and we're all about protein. But Seema auntie thought it would be a great match.
Dude, yeah, that guy. What a fucking... I mean, he's actually a pretty chill guy, I think, for the most part,
Yeah, no, he's a good guy.
The scene of him, he's like, I've grown up with chickens my whole life, and he's like cuddling these chickens. I mean, incredible. The chicken guy.
Incredible. Unreal.
But yeah, that was a crazy date. But yeah, I think, he's got a sick car, Mustang. He just seems like a chill guy. But yeah, he just lives in a bad city, I guess. I don't know. I don't know much about that city in India, so.
And then what about the other guy, Pradyaman? He was in season 1, went on a couple of dates, didn't work out. They got him back for season 2. He married a girl that Seema auntie didn't introduce to him, but they showed the wedding and everything.
That's the thing.
He even wore this red outfit. Apparently Sting wore the same outfit as this guy.
Yeah. That's what you've noticed is the successful couples so far.
Have not
been from Seema auntie. They've just found someone else. And this guy, I don't know if you watched season 1, but in season 1, his whole thing was he wanted a sexual attraction to the woman, and she kept setting him up with these women that weren't cutting it for him. and I think he went on a date with some like model at the end of season 1. I guess it didn't work out with them, but good for him. They got married. Yeah, I did wish that was one thing I wished that the season 2 they just had completely new characters. I didn't need Aparna. Like, if she's done with the fucking matchmaking thing, then fucking cut her loose. But we got content. Love it.
What about Vinesh from Miami?
Yeah, Vinesh. Okay, this guy.
So, dude, the first thing, they're running through his profile. He says he's athletic and into sports. Dude, you're about 300 pounds.
As I say, listen, I'm a big guy. I'm not the fittest guy in the world. I've got a giant gut to deal with. This guy, dude, he looks like he's 250 walking around, and he's just. I consider myself to be pretty athletic. What the fuck?
He on his first date with the girl, he says, "Oh, I go to Barry. Maybe Barry's burger, shakes, and fries." Because he ain't doing any athletic activity at Barry's, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, listen, man, that guy. I mean, at least I do think he was honest about. I think he was like, I do want someone that I'm attracted to. So, shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's
fair, but just you can't be telling me.
You can't be coming out saying,
But one thing I will say, I do respect. Vinesh, big football guy, massive respect. That was his criteria: was a football buddy who wears his team's colors. Respect a man that does that. do not respect a man that doesn't watch live sports.
All right.
And
Well,
then
any other points you
I
had?
had one more was Sheetal. Oh no, and there's one more as well. Sheetal was she was a super hot one from New York, I think. Just an absolute babe. So she ended up finding that other guy outside of Simanti.
Yeah.
This guy.
Another success outside Sima.
Okay, so now they just look like a gorgeous couple together. Good for them.
Yeah.
But this guy is he's a cancer doctor who heals his patients through movements. So
dance.
And dance. That's interesting to me. Are you kidding me? The guy just does a bunch of fucking TikToks and he's supposed to heal cancer. Okay. That's cool. So yeah, she found him, so good for her. And then my girl from season 1, Nadia. I mean, I don't know how she's still single.
Yeah, she's had a few tough breaks.
But some also just self-inflicted. She fell in love with this 26-year-old dude this season. Like I think she was in her 30s. Like, you guys are in totally different stratospheres of what you're doing in life. There's no way a 26-year-old is going to end up with you. And she just shafted my guy Shaker, just the nicest guy. The way she just shafted him. I mean, I think he got friend zoned. Yeah, he didn't make his move. But the way she just shafted him in front of his face, was flirting with the other dude, made out with the other guy.
Oh, that was brutal.
And then she just tells him on FaceTime, and you could tell the guy was just distraught. I mean, he was crying and everything. So I feel for my guy Shaker.
But when she back to Sheetal, the one date she went on, she was like, "Oh, this guy talks too much. Maybe, he's not for me." Now I'm thinking back. I'm like, shit. Maybe that's why girls haven't texted me back, because I was yapping away on the date. I'm like, shit, that must be me.
This is true. You do the yap. You do yap a lot. So,
yeah, that was funny.
I mean, it was an enjoyable show. You love to hate some of these characters. Reality TV is golden. I love it. I'll take it all in. But yeah, take a look at that show if you guys haven't seen it. It's an awesome watch. It's not even that long, so pretty easy to watch.